Welcome back to The Wandering Screen. I'm Matt Koss and I'm discussing Leigh Whannell's latest thriller, Wolfman, so let's get started. Writer-director Leigh Whannell follows up his 2020 hit The Invisible Man with Wolfman, a tragic and chilling werewolf tale starring Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner. The film opens with an intense and masterfully crafted sequence that might be its most memorable. Preteen Blake, Zach Chandler, lives with his stern, military-minded father Grady, Sam Yeager, in the remote Oregon wilderness. Grady's rigid teachings about survival and caution come to a head during a hunting trip where Blake encounters a creature unlike anything he's ever seen. Furry like an animal, but standing on two legs in broad daylight, looking menacing. After a harrowing escape, Blake overhears his father's grim resolution to kill the creature, setting the stage for the film's central conflict. Fast forward 30 years and Blake, Christopher Abbott, has become the antithesis of his father, a nurturing, loving parent to his young daughter Ginger, played by Matilda Firth. He's also a struggling writer grappling with his distant wife Charlotte, Julia Garner, whose dedication to a journalism career has created a chasm in their relationship. No phones at the dinner table, please. When Blake receives notice that his estranged father has been declared legally dead, he proposes a family trip to Oregon to settle his father's estate. You know, the one where he had that close to deadly encounter with a beast that scared the wits out of his father. It's a journey that quickly turns into a vacation from hell. After losing their way on a desolate dirt road, the family encounter the same creature Blake saw as a boy. In a frantic attempt to avoid hitting it, Blake swerves, their van crashes, and Blake is scratched by the beast. From here, the film dives into its primary theme, the scars parents leave on their children. As Blake begins to change, his fear of failing his daughter mirrors his father's past actions. Yet the script struggles to delve deeply into Blake's childhood trauma, opting instead to focus on the tension between him and Charlotte. This missed opportunity undermines what could have been a more poignant exploration of generational wounds and incorporating the mystery of what happened to his father. The film is at its most effective during its horror sequences. Whannell already showed his knack for show-stopping moments with The Invisible Man, and especially that dinner scene. In Wolfman, Whannell's talent for tension and terror is on full display, with unrelenting, horrifying set pieces that compensate for the clunky dialogue. Co-written with his wife Corbett Tuck, the script stumbles in its San Francisco scenes, which feel like unnecessary exposition that could have been revealed more organically in the Oregon setting. The heavy-handed twist towards the end also underestimates the audience's intelligence with an over-explanation. And you could hear the audience in the theater giggle when Ginger and Charlotte, towards the end of the film, are being chased by a transformed Blake, and Ginger feels the need to tell her mother that the beast is coming. No shit, Ginger. Christopher Abbott delivers a layered, compelling performance as Blake, balancing urgency, vulnerability, and a growing sense of dread as he succumbs to his transformation. His eyes are brilliantly emotive and truthful, and even in the quietest moments in the family home when Blake is succumbing to his wounds, they're enthralling. Julia Garner is unsurprisingly fantastic, though I didn't exactly feel the chemistry between Abbott and Garner. She has the quiet strength of Charlotte that can stand up to any werewolf. Matilda Firth as Ginger, however, fails to fully capture the emotional complexity of a child watching her parent unravel, with moments that feel more blank than expressive. I couldn't help but recall how effective Dakota Fanning was in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, and that complexity and looseness was really needed here. The film's practical effects and visual storytelling are nothing short of stunning. The werewolf transformation looks like a disease. The infection works its way around Blake's body and spreads to his brain. Blisters protrude from his face, teeth start falling out, nails are replaced by claws, and it's all shown in such gruesome detail. This is body horror, and the stages of the progression of the disease are realized with gory insert shots. There's also a demonstration of how not to care for your wounds, particularly when your forearm, bone, and muscles are exposed in a scene that should have kicked in Charlotte's survival instincts. In many ways, Whannell goes full body horror like David Cronenberg's The Fly, and it's so effective that it's actually horrific, and I was scared out of my mind. The final act is a relentless nightmare of survival, with the beast lurking in the shadows and terrorizing Charlotte and Ginger in the pitch black Oregon woods. Darkness is as much of a villain in the film as the beast itself. Whannell brilliantly places us in Blake's deteriorating mind, where distorted sounds and warped visuals blur the line between reality and madness. If you're an arachnophobe, just be careful with one scene that highlights the amplification of sound as his body is changing with a vicious-looking eight-legged creature. Cinematographer Stefan Duccio incorporates infrared cameras, while sound designer PK Hooker distorts voices and twists words that creates a heightened sense of unease as the audience anticipates the horrors of a man losing his grip on his humanity. Unlike some creature features that overexpose their monsters to the point of neutrality, Wolfman keeps its beast shrouded in mystery and menace and amplifies the fear with every appearance. In fact, the more I saw of the beast, the more scared I was. And at one point, I did consider leaving the theater. I was so anxious, and to me, that speaks to the effectiveness of the horror. The result is wild, terrifying, and it keeps you on the edge the entire time. If you're in the mood for a nerve-shredding experience, Wolfman delivers. Go see it, but consider leaving the kids at home.
Back off! Please, Daddy's mean. Hurry, Mommy is coming. Come on.
You've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest reviews, and head over to awardsfocus.com for all the latest awards coverage. Were you scared out of your mind? Let me know in the comments section below, and see you next time.